Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Acadia May. Thanks for joining me today. So just make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, comment, and hit that notification bell if you want notifications when I post a new video. Let's get into the video. Today I'm going to be doing the book Quarintine by Cicatelli-Kuc. And so I thought this book would be a good idea since what's going on in the world right now, and here in America we're still in quarantine, so I thought this would be a fun book to do. Although this is a little different quarantine, it's kind of quarantine in a hospital, and it's only 2 kids. Well, teens, I guess they're not kids. But anyway, it's a love story, as it says right there. It also says, love can be contagious. But if you notice, they're in a hazmat circle, so I will explain a little bit more about that in a sec. But I just want to introduce you to the 2 characters. We have Flora, which is a girl, and we have Oliver, which is a guy, and then there's also Love, or, yeah. So the back is kind of just little points of view from each of them. Some books are like that, and some books actually like give you an overview of the whole book. So I'm going to give you an overview of the beginning part of the book, and then I will read the back. So, what happens at the beginning is Flora and Oliver are both in the Dominican Republic, and Flora is visiting her dad and her stepmom, and then Oliver, it's like spring break at this time, and so Oliver is with all of his friends. They're doing who knows what, doing teenager stuff. So, they're there, and then Oliver gets on a flight back early than all of his other friends because he wants to go to this party that's tonight. And then Flora is just on her way back because that was the day she was supposed to go back. But then when they land, they end up, like, they aren't together before. And so then when they land, the CDC comes on the plane because there's like a sick dude, and apparently he might have tropical mono, which is like a kissing disease. That's what they like to call it. And they like to call it the kissing disease because it's transmitted from saliva, which sounds kind of gross, but oh well. But anyway, they end up having to stay for 24 hours, and they get like their like temperature checked every 2 hours, I think it was. And so they're in this like building, and then at the end, I'm not gonna tell you how, but Flora fakes that like she has a fever, and so she's gonna have to start 30-day quarantine. But then she drags Oliver with her. So then she kisses him, and like it's crazy because now they're both in a 30-day quarantine, and Oliver's like, I was supposed to like, he already missed the party because he had to stay there for 24 hours, but he's like, I'm gonna be stuck in this quarantine for 30 days with this girl that just kissed me and I don't even know her. And they end up starting to get to know each other, and then they fight, and they know each other, and like they know each other the whole time, but then they fight and they make up. And so it's the story of their like journey in the hospital. So yeah, but then now I'm going to read the back. So we'll start with Oliver. All I wanted was to go home after spring break, but it doesn't look like that'll happen anytime soon. Flora, this girl I met on the plane, decided to fake having a rare disease called tropical mono. Then she kissed me. It only figures my first kiss would land me in mandatory quarantine. But the strange thing is, I feel like I might be falling for her. So that was Oliver's point of view. Now this is Flora's. It's not like I planned it really anyway. See, things exactly weren't great at home, and I saw the opportunity to delay going back, so I faked it. Before I knew what I was doing, I had locked lips with this Oliver guy. Now we're stuck in a 30-day quarantine together, and the worst part is, I think I might like him. But then this next part is just like, not from either point of view, just from like the author or whatever. But is this the real thing or just the placebo effect? So that's the book. It is so good. I love this book. It is not such a hard read. It's a pretty good read, but then the thing I do like about some books, but some books I don't like when they do this, it switches between the 2 different characters. So let's see, I'll find a chapter. So you can either be Oliver or it can be Flora. So it's like it goes back and forth between their points of views, and sometimes the like chapters are a page like Flora's, or they can be multiple pages. But yeah, it's just a really good book, and things happen throughout the book, and then yeah, so you'll have to read to find out what happens and how Flora fakes that she got the disease and what happens during and after and everything in between. Alright, so I am now going to rate the book, and I feel like this book is such a good book, and you guys are like, you just keep rating books high. I'm just gonna keep rating books high because I will try to do some books I don't love, but if I don't like a book, most of the time I stop reading it. But I love this book, and I'd probably rate it a 9. It's such a good book, and there are no flaws. It's just sometimes a book can't be a full 10, or something can't be a full 10, but it's not because there's something wrong. It's just because I've read better. So yeah, I love this book, and yeah, so I'm now going to tell you about some of the characters. So obviously there's the two main characters, Flora and Oliver. But then there's some other characters too. There is both Flora's mom, dad, and stepmom, and then Flora also has her uncle and her cousin that live with her mom. And then Oliver, we don't really meet his dad, I don't think, but we do meet his mom. His mom does come there, and then somebody named Kelsey also comes, but you'll have to find out for which character and like who she is, what she's doing there. So make sure you do go read the book. This book is a really good book. I do recommend it, so make sure you do go read that book. And yeah, have a great day. Please do make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell if you want notifications when I post a new video. Don't forget that when you comment a book you want me to do next. And stay tuned for next month's video in August. I will be posting more often, but stay tuned for my next video in August. It will be something different than a book review, but you'll find out what it is in August. Bye guys, thanks.